This nigga Kanye West. This nigga Kanye West. Out here gaying in these streets. Anyway, like I was saying, I listened to Kanye on Alex Jones the other day. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I caught a little overview from another channel. Shout out to Viral Hip Hop News. But basically, yeah, he was on Alex Jones invoking the name Hitler. Ye being Ye. Ye doing Ye. Ye yaying. You know what I'm saying? Going Kanye on these niggas. But it dawned on me, you know, once I clutched my pearls and, you know, my skirt hiked up for a minute, you know, I was like, ooh, like a lot of people, ooh, he said Hitler. But when I thought about it, not that, you know, I'm here to defend Hitler, because I'm not. But the irony was lost that, you know, since I've been a young boy, a young child in this country, young black man growing up here, young black boy to young black man growing up here, existing in this country, like I've just been told and indoctrinated to hate Hitler. You know what I mean? Hate Hitler, hate Hitler, hate Hitler. You learn that in school. You learn about the Holocaust, yada, yada, yada. The Jewish Holocaust, yada, yada, yada. You learn that up the wazoo. You learn that. You learn more about that Holocaust than you learn about any other people and any other body's suffering or anybody else's Holocaust. You know what I mean? Second you learn is slavery. But that's a whole, you know, black slavery, African American in particular slavery. And that's a whole other can of worms. But you learn about the Jewish Holocaust more than you learn about anything else. And, you know, simple math, add, subtract, multiply, divide, you learn to hate Hitler, you know what I mean, by proximity, you know, in Nazi Germany and yada, yada, yada. But you don't learn about any of the good that came out of it. You know, I put that in quotation marks. So, you know, you don't learn about what they invented and and rightfully so. Like the Holocaust should probably overshadow that, right? But you know, Ye just came with the ultimate all lives matter. You know what I mean? He came with the ultimate all lives matter, and they ain't like that. Them white Jewish folk didn't like the ultimate all lives matter. He said even Hitler lives matter, even Nazi lives matter. Look at the good they also did. You know what I mean? Amongst being bad, right? Damn. You know, it's kind of like saying, yeah, but the devil also, you know, gave us sugar, you know, and look how good that tastes. You know, the devil made soda, you know what I mean? But look how good it is, you know. Yeah, it kills you, but look how awesomely good it tastes. But nah, I mean, again, in this country, growing up, we're just told to like hate Hitler. And I mean, you know, Hitler did bad things. Like, what's not to hate? You know what I'm saying? But what struck me is, do Jews hate? Do they feel that same? You know what I mean? Like when I invoke the name Hitler and I say something anything Hitler, you know what I mean, on TV, and everybody gasp and clutch their pearls and shit. But like, do white people or do Jews feel the same? Like when I say George Washington or Thomas Jefferson or like Cecil Rhodes or like whomever, you know what I mean? That's not the same thing, and it's not the same thing. But um, yeah, they don't have that same energy. Now, why is that? It's cause in school you're taught to love Christopher Columbus. The motherfucker got a holiday. You know what I mean? You're taught to love Christopher Columbus, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, whomever else. The forefathers this, the forefathers that. And these motherfuckers here got statues and buildings named after them, and streets and counties and states and territories or whatever, you know what I mean? Cities named after them or whatever, you know what I mean? The battle of so and so, so and so. And it just hit me like, yeah, I mean, there's an irony there because we're not even from Germany, and we know to hate Hitler, you know what I mean? Do Germans know to hate George Washington? You know what I mean? Or do Jews know to hate so and so? Like, are our villains their villains? Is that the game we're playing? So I don't know, man. I just had that interesting thought while I was dissecting through Kanye's, Alex Jones rant. Oh, let me say another thing too. You know what I mean? Just had this other thought. The way we just devalue chicken out here. You know what I mean? Like chicken ain't an animal. Chicken got no fucking rights. You know what I mean? Chicken got no fucking human rights. And I know a chicken isn't a human, but goddamn it needs human rights. And the chicken's got no right. No right to be a chicken. No right to be an animal and just exist free. It's like chicken only exists in this world where it needs to be our food source. Damn if it got a soul, if it got a family, if it got whatever chicken got going on. A life of its own, dreams, you know what I mean? Chicken want to see the ocean one day. Whatever. And that shit don't mean shit to people. My family wanted to take me out on my birthday, take me out to eat. I suggested this nice restaurant. I never ate there, but the pictures look nice. All vegan, whatever. Took them in there. They looked at the menu. They didn't understand what was going on. They didn't understand the assignment. They started to mock and make fun of the restaurant choice that I chose to go to on my birthday that they wanted to take me out on, that I didn't really give a fuck about going one way or the other. I thought it was a nice gesture, but I said, well, damn. I mean, normally, honestly, when it's time to go out to eat and this and that, like, I'm a conscious eater. So a lot of times, man, I find myself like I'm always the one having to make concessions and, this time, I guess I'll have the seafood, or I'll try this or try that. It's got some meat in it. And I used to be vegan, I used to be vegetarian. I did that whole thing for about 7 years total. I've since been eating meat, albeit sparingly, but whenever I want to. I just don't desire to do so. It doesn't make me feel good. And now as I've gotten older, this was in my 20s when I was vegan. Now, as I've gotten in my 40s, I'm kind of desirous to go back to more of a vegan lifestyle, really tighten up, ratchet up, ratchet it up on the health tip because you feel I'm feeling less wiggle room, you know, with my body, less margin for error with waking up and feeling optimal every day. Um, so I choose this vegan restaurant here in Charlotte. Shout out to Living Kitchen. You're inside Lifestyle Studios, by the way. Yeah, so we go in, or they're there before I am because I'm notoriously always late. So they're there 5, 10, 15 minutes before me. I get there, they're all like dissatisfied with the menu, making fun, what the fuck we're supposed to eat, basically. It's all women, by the way. And I go, oh man, the irony. Single women. Either not divorced, but when you're either widowed or never married. And the on my mother's side, it's very maternal. The women kind of run the show. And that has its positives and its negatives, but the negative drawbacks are kind of obvious. I mean, the positives are that mainly is that women are very communicative and they tend to like plan the events, the holidays, and the family get-togethers, and you know they think of the little stuff that dudes just too busy really even giving a fuck about. And then when dudes click up, it's just like, hey, yeah, we can get together, watch the game, smoke, whatever. Women gonna think of, you know, oh, there needs to be games and food and then such and such for the kid or whatever. Dope. But again, the women run the show on my mother's side, and the drawbacks are what they are. But yeah, we're in this vegan restaurant. They don't seem too pleased on what's on the menu. Them and like my ex-girlfriend at the time, and somebody makes a comment like, you know, basically like need some chicken, and at the time I didn't think of it, but later on I thought, damn, it's like chicken ain't got no right to be here. Motherfuckers don't give a fuck about chicken. Like, how many documentaries and shit you gotta watch and shit on YouTube? Like, where you see the Tyson's Farms or the such and such or the KFC's farm or the, you know what I mean, Bojangles or whatever the fuck, man. I mean, but you see the conditions that chickens are born and raised in, live and die in. Not even live, exist. Bro, chickens are fucked up in the game, bro. I don't know how you can look at that as a human being and be okay with that. You know what I mean? I know once the video go off, we got to go back to our lives and, you know, hustle and bustle and run that rat race and go to work and pay bills and take care of the kids and cut the grass and wash the cars and take out the trash. But I don't know how you can consciously look at that and think that's okay and not for a second think the next time you bite into a fucking chicken sandwich, yo. Like, chickens are fucked up. And the cow game is mad too. There's mad cows out here with mad cow disease. Like, motherfucking bulls is upset, you know what I mean? They upset in the game right now. But my thought with that too, man, I don't want to hear none of you bitches talking about R. Kelly and women's rights or human's rights or he was doing this and that and some bullshit when I'm not here to cape for R. Kelly. He was doing the most. I mean, you gotta know when to, stop, get some help or whatever. But the point is too, R. Kelly don't need to be rotting in jail, spending the rest of his life in jail. He's too valuable and too talented to just and too redeemable. Like, come on, like God can't work with R. Kelly. You can't get this nigga the tools to overcome. Like, goddamn, like put this nigga in therapy. Nigga probably have the bomb ass therapy album coming out of that shit and save 1 million more lives on some shit, and then make the R&B album after that and give birth to 1 million more lives, saving the planet one album at a time. Like, you think R. Kelly need to spend the rest of his life in jail? Why you out here biting into chicken sandwiches? Is that what we doing, bitch? Huh? Huh? And you niggas too, man. Hypocritical, man. I mean, we all hypocritical in some form or aspect, but you motherfuckers is hypocritical as a motherfucker. Seeing these videos, seeing how chicken get down. Seeing how chicken is raised out here. And talking about R. Kelly need to spend the rest of his life in jail. Why you out here bringing misery, contributing to misery? You know what I mean? By the thousands. Like, motherfuckers can't miss a meal without chicken. Can't go a day without chicken. And mad at the crackhead, calling out the crackhead. Can't go a day without chicken. Can't go a week without chicken. And calling the other person the addict, you know what I mean? On whatever. It's funny, man. It's funny. Motherfuckers can't go a week without social media. Not even a week. Shit, a day. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting about our view on Hitler and how indoctrinated it is. I'm not saying that you should like Hitler or support him or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that all you really know is what I'm saying is, if that's the litmus test for liking and disliking and hating people, then there's a whole lot of people we shouldn't like or hate, that we do in this country. Again, they have statues and monuments and schools named after them and labs on university campuses and schools of thought, or, the business school or the such and such. And these motherfuckers was participating in whatever. Even the names on movies, all the movies that Weinstein has had a part in or been a part of bringing to fruition. And some of these movies, they're classic. Yeah. I guess another question is well, what's not a redeemable crime? Like what's something that's just like, nope, can't forgive that. Is that killing somebody? And who is the somebody? Bro, it's people that was charged with killing a police officer and shit. Them motherfuckers, they trying not to ever let them see the light of day. Ever get out. There's certain Panthers that are charged with that or were convicted of that. Reuben Hurricane Carter. Stumbled into that name. Reuben Hurricane Carter.